You know, I never thought I'd see the day when I see both Street Fighter and Ninja Turtles collaborate in the comic series. Dude, do you have any ideas how long I've waited to see clash with one another? Now, if it were to be a real fighting game based on this story, can you imagine Capcom and Konami working together to give us the biggest title in the history of fighting games featuring two of the most important characters in history? This is really crazy. Not only that we got the first cover of Street Fighter versus Ninja Turtles, but the official synopsis of this story. All this is good. This is really good. So it says, arriving in Atlantic City to compete in a prestigious fighting tournament, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles quickly run afoul of the world-famous Street Fighter crew and their legendary psycho-powered fighting form, both eager to show off their moves and prove their mettle in combat. The two teams instantly clash, sparking a crackling rivalry that can only be resolved with fists and steel, and maybe a hurricane kick or two. With tensions already maxed, the pressure mounts even further as both teams find themselves embroiled in a wave of mysterious disappearance plaguing the city. Could the tournament's mysterious benefactor be the blame? Now, honestly, this one sounds like a fun little series, but it could be more serious at the same time because you know it's going to be some heavy tensions and drama surrounding with it. Because we know M. Bison is going to end up hosting the tournament along with the Shredder, because that's what it sounds like. But if they were to make this a real game, Tournament Fighters 2 featuring Street Fighter characters, can you imagine the amount of fighting game community like Maximilian, Uncaged Games, Future Boy Hugh, myself, and everybody who grew up with Street Fighter and Ninja Turtles to be going crazy over this announcement of Capcom and Konami working together to even come out with a fighting game like this? I mean, just think about how cool that would be if it's actually were a real thing. But for a comic series, I am definitely 100% on board with this because I love Street Fighter, I love Ninja Turtles, and just seeing them clash with one another in the comic series, even though it's exclusively for the comics, it would have been cool if they actually came out with Tournament Fighters 2. And you know what? Like I said, if they were to come out with a real fighting game based on this comic storyline, 9 times out of 10, it's going to end up being the most hyped fighting game in franchise history. And I, for one, cannot wait to get this issue myself because I love both franchises.